Today na Friday, May 15, 2026. Welcome to the final edition of this week of the program Morning Coffee, where they come to you live from Silent Broadcasting Corporation, FM 99.9 at Freetown, and similar regional partner and community radio stations with all our link inside the program. As always, members say Morning Coffee, they bring you news and other things they know they happen all about the country. And we bring them to your doorstep for make yourself know within everything they carry on. Inside the program again. Me na one of presenter them, and me na Mohammed Simbi Koma, and I join on the company side of the program.
In Askamata good morning. One for big party. We start a little bit late this morning at 18 after 7. The sense what today say, think with you, they talk, not talk with you, they think. Inside the program today, we'll talk to Minister of Energy on the light situation, especially in Africa. In Flour Mill, after President Biden pulled out the over $5 million investment, we'll look at how this job prevents doing more than the program.
All right, we start this morning from Kainet District. We will take with first to outside the Kainet District office and same way so the paramount chief now remain the chiefdom. The normal engagement we then call cattle settlement scheme where they say now for facilitate and make people where they mend them cattle, them then cow, sheep and other things. They make crop farmers them for make them get understanding on how they carry on with that work the engagement will take place. Now Bomsamba village now remain the chiefdom. Kainet District. We come here now Abubakar Kanu. I've been talked to one chief Zakaria Kanu when I then go lead this facilitation and same way so Abdul Koma we na post with the men cow inside the center.
Yeah, and we work side by side, all now under the umbrella of agriculture. So every year we make sure we come together with them. We find way for put boundaries inside the cattle, the whereas they start, and inside the farmers every day. So this we can do them every year. Do them for much problem no dey na the children.
So, sir, looking at Romende Tidom, inside Kainet District, how many cattle ranges will you get now?
Well, this year we are talking about close to 30 ranges. We don't register as to what I talk to you now. So we don't know because tomorrow will be last day for other people will register, but for now, that we don't register. So now that one in the side for deal with, and we show them who side them for tap, who side necessary for make fence. They go make fence so that the cattle they not go cross to the farmers say who side do their farming. So that I make Romendi will say almost we try. We try because this some areas they don't cause a lot of trouble, but we are will try anyway.
So looking at some cases them where they come now on our table and some of the cases them where we try for settle between the cattle farmers and that of the crop farmers. Is it that denting they are now a continuing or now yearly balaba where they can get between the cattle farmers and the crop farmers?
You know, really, this now make we make the settlement every year. Because anyhow we try, you know, get 100%. Because animals and until they go far, some side they make friends in the group in crossover. So they have 5 cases a day we meet and then dispute and then we try for settle. Then we have a bylaws whereby in both the farmers and the cattle wearers them. So these bylaws here we expect both sides from expecting. One, if you meet cow, they destroy you, farm just snap farm or you push and then the cow will report to me. Not take it on my hand, take up last chapter and that will advise the farmers. Then the cattle has advise them, say, when they bear, when cattle them, for them able to guide them, for them to go jump over the farmers and the crops for destroy them. So really not too easy thing, but we're going for manage both sides because at the end of the both of them are they're all under the umbrella of agriculture.
So looking at agriculture and that of food security of Romende, we want to talk about. Is it that these cattle them now one of the key challenges or when we did try for settle out this challenge as not for among the food security for Romende children?
Yeah, now one of the key challenges, but thank God the paramount chief will God give me a master farmer. Last year alone he farmed a very huge hectares of land. This year about Kudipan and Kudipan Plow, meaning they take this issue very serious for make sure say the cattle wearers them, then abide by the law, they able to control them, cattle them, for me not destroy the farms and what people they do. So from that reason there, we say kudos to Paramount Chief. As I talk to you now, if you see the type of hectares that we can plow back for this year farming, say thank God to that. PC by Funky Thank God the second. It really try for me the best.
So now that una don't bring all the Fulaman them we get cattle and within roaming the kingdom, what are the key advices them we can give them so that them they can live peace and harmony within the crop farmer and that of the cattle wearers?
See, the cattle wearers find somebody they give pay cattle. Because cattle no get sense, not like Motana. You know, go tell us you no go under. Stop now. So you get them for fend, you already follow the cow there. Made able if they want go the wrong side they put them they come out. So we don't want to stick with them. Which side necessary for make fence? When they use barbed wire. They use barbed wire that will prevent the cow for cross that fence thing. So by so doing, we don't reduce palaver. So we don't want the strictly we don't know by that law. In fact, we don't allow for the court receipt.
Chief Zakaria Kanu, where them would want sensitization, but people the way they main cow and also other crop farming, and also Abdul Kago when safe able for talk when I post with the main cow.
Already continue to welcome the Minister of Energy. Good morning, welcome to the program, Mr. Minister of Energy.
Good morning.
Okay, plenty. Thank you for joining this morning. We look at we say, the aspects of which you don't can just after they appoint you can even represent your vision in relation. And one thing we make very much clear, too many expectations. People to be aware that issues of life, not to treat people for address as a quick fix. There are a lot of issues.
Indeed.
Since that's in the way it can to now, what's it gonna be some of the just give me what's it gonna be the book we don't need how you table.
Quite a number of things. We have been telling about the project and waiting in line for the we complete by the end of this year. And we don't make a lot of progress in the area there. The solar plant we will build now Newton and Lungi at the same time. They are almost completed. They're about 95% complete. And in fact, I think the 15th of June is the actual completion date for the planting date. But even before then, the plants in Newton already about 2 weeks ago I've been getting the opportunity for visit day with some of the donor partners from World Bank. And that day especially the place we won the summer grant and we were producing in excess of about 22 megawatts already. So that plant is already under production. And then just install the batteries. You also get battery backup. So that's one project that's coming alive. And also we get the other project where we build back with a private company, they build back NAPC. We have the NANT energy project. Then in a turbine project, a gas turbine project, not to diesel or not to HFO as they call them. And then a gas turbine project where they're nearing completion if people ever go there. In fact, what we will do, we'll make a video and show people the state, let them know, feel like first day when they talk, say, Bumbana not day, all man will believe. These are actual projects, and I think say all man know where the turbine, one of the turbine, the ship and come about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. And then we get for hot lights system for the turbine because it's so big, pass under them, cable them. Then we get for broke some of the road for like pass some tight corner take it at the site. So all them two projects then they along. We get several other projects. We have a project right now where they do the final negotiations for Kamakwe. That's also going to be a solar project, 40 megawatts. But I know certain projects don't mean anything to people then because over the last 2 months, several people don't suffer with lack of light. This now the biggest the height of the dry season. May always the height of the dry season. We can do the whatever we can get on Bumbuna with the supply we a lot of the energy done. I mean right now I think when we look at the numbers yesterday, the height of the reservoir is about 211 meters above sea level. It's really 1 meter above the operating height. So we cannot run that turbine anymore. I mean, in fact, Now that make account for explain to people that there was a press release
Yes, on that issue.
issued.
Yeah.
We I think make people in panic. Yes, understandably, but I'll let people understand. Say this now, the thing we don't do for the over. So as long as women has been in existence, we need in May, either early May, mid May, or late May, depending on the water level, for actually shut down the plant and do a yearly maintenance.
So, Minister, just as you don't talk about the challenge of the light, and it's not a secret, everybody, every corners, the challenge there's so much in spite of even the interventions then we don't they make. How also we energy system for try for sustainability. Come many time we see we have bumbuna at the end of the day bumbuna they for them we left we not get blackouts and other challenges them. How they look at long term plans for address some of them challenge them.
Now, the two projects we are talking about now, sustainable projects. I mean, I say these are the start of sustainability in the system. The solar project, of course, one of the things we happen this year, we nobody know they talk about, is the price of diesel. All man will tell you, transport price don't go up because diesel go up because of the war within the Vietnam Middle East. So the cost of the fuel don't increase 60%. So even car power, we supply most of the power right now at 45 megawatts. And what would they buy to them? Now, pass-through cost anyway. So when the price of the HFO go up in the world market, it affects the cost of the generation. So, for example, on an average month, women spend about $6 million. We bill from Kappa $6 million on an average month for, let's say, about 45 megawatts of continuous power for 30 days. As soon as the price go up, so 60%, that $6 million day became $8 million. So you can see, say, immediately the revenue therefore catch up. The same amount of people they pay, the same amount of power they sell now costs us $8 million, which is quite a hit to our economy and to our system. So in terms of sustainability, the main focus right now for foreign sources of power, we're not as expensive. And that make we invest quite a lot in solar. We encourage investors really can for build solar plants. These plants where they build na TC back in not to solar, but now gas-fired turbine. And the advantage of the gas is that you can use in terms of the quantity that you have to spend, you can get more power out of it. And the biggest advantage of that, it will give you 108 megawatts where you don't complete, which is going to be enough for. I know some people in the talk say Salon they can get 24-hour lights, but it will be enough at least for the Freetown network. It's a work in progress. All the other towns, for example, will work on them. Right now, the CLST line, it provides light to Bo and Kenema. And if you go to those areas, they are getting 24 hours light, even though we need to do a lot more work to pay the invoices and generate more revenue for them to spend it.
Okay, Grant, we'll talk around I want to go back to the press release. Bombona don't ever reach at this level at which you reach to.
Oh yes, every year.
In
fact, yesterday I've been there for a call with the communication person at EDSA. I said, you get the press release what we do for 2025. He said, yes, sir. I said, you get the press release what we do for 2024. He said, yes, sir. And I looked at them. 2024, I believe, was May 10th to May, it was 9 days, May 10th to May 19th. 2025, same thing. It's the same period, over 11 days, for learn and shut down. But make I explain something where people for understand. Right now, during the day, if we want light na Freetown, we all man they enjoy it. In the middle of the season, where the water full, where we get all the energy, we need about 80 megawatts of power for the all cycle lights. Okay, all cycle lights about 80-85 megawatts of power. Right now, today, if you go check, Boomana know they produce past 4 to 6 megawatts. So even if we autumn, it has no impact on, very little impact on Freetown.
Because the initial capacity, in fact, it was 30, am I correct? Sir?
No, 50.
50, yes, 50, because,
yeah, so the reason with the autumn, the water level don't need a critical place where we're not able to run it again, it will fuel the machine. It also give you the opportunity we don't can at that level there, for go into the system, for go into the turbine way they run, for do annual maintenance, so that when we go ready for the season, we will produce at the highest, even
But
greater than 50.
sister country like Ghana, they
Mhm.
utilize the same thing. But I don't know if they say they face them here when the guys come because again that I don't know if you know the technical
Yes.
because we're not able for we're not able if that water come enough,
Mhm.
we're not able to preserve like for the dry season.
Oh, okay. So one of the things where we get for understand is that there are two types of hydro power systems. Then get run of river, where the water just dey run. Then you put the machine middle, it turn, it generate electricity. Okay. Then get a reservoir powered hydro. We own hydropower, unfortunately, and a run of river. So it's dependent on the level of the river. There's a little reservoir, will get down, but by the time the season not done and the dry season begin, then the water begin less and less and less. The amount of water they go down, and the amount of water in power not there enough again for turn that turbine. So it gets to a point, unfortunately, with Bumuna, there are only two turbines, 25 and 25 megawatts, right? Place like Ghana, then get various sources of diverse sources of energy. Then get gas turbine, then get HFO, then get about two or three. You know about Akosombo. We run it from 1960s. Then get Akosombo, and Akosombo again is massive. So in Akosombo, when they do the annual maintenance, they can afford because they have about I think it's about 6 generators. They can afford to shut off one generator or two generators, do maintenance day, so na no go feel am because the remaining generators now plus the other sources of power will supply power to the cities and villages.
So apart from Ghana, other countries they also don't go to the extent they even utilize wind energy.
Yes.
Some even don't go, even they go to nuclear energy.
Yes.
Is it quite expensive for selling to venture in those areas?
No. In fact, we about 3 weeks ago, His Excellency fielded a delegation to Vienna where we were negotiating, apart from energy, other issues to do with the economy. And one of the visits we were making are to the International Nuclear Agency, right? And the discussion which President Bio started with, he wants Sierra Leone to look at the possibility of nuclear energy. Then get what they call SMR, small modular reactors. But you know that kind of technology it exists, but it's at its infancy. But he is very willing, not only for Sierra Leone but for the region, to invest over the next 10 years. It will take a while for Lewi self get into nuclear energy. Sierra Leone, the ECOWAS countries should develop a system of nodes to invest in nuclear energy. It is not a new technology, but in terms of the size and in terms of the power it produces, it is quite appropriate for Sierra Leone. We will therefore make trained technicians, we will therefore change regulation, we will therefore get understanding because of the level of sophistication that's required. But that's something in the future. There are other sources of energy, wind, for example. Yes, wind energy is a good example. There are only 2 areas in Sierra Leone that you can actually have wind of any quantity. Bunt, around the coast of Bunt Island, and then in Kabbalah. In fact, there is a company right now, Octopus Energy, working with, I think, the Elder Foundation, that's building a pilot project of wind energy. And Dandy for Car Online, probably the first quarter of 2027.
Yes, so we talk around this 2 months of massive blackout.
Yes.
What cause this, aside the aspect of the bombona we know say dry season, but this year you agree with me, say it really was.
Yes, so one thing you realize is that the population that's being served don't increase. In fact, in the last year, we don't distribute and install a total of in excess about 30,000 meters around Freetown and around the rest of the country. So the amount of people with the demand power don't increase. Now, the issue is also that over the last 2 months, the amount of power we get available don't decrease for a number of reasons. We get contract with Ivory Coast for the supply with 27 megawatts of power, and Guinea back for the supply with about 10 megawatts of power. but the inability of the system to generate revenue, then they will go camp and then they make the suppliers and they begin cut down on their power. For example, right now, Guinea don't refuse to give me power until we settle the arrears.
How much can for parents so?
Guinea is in the level of about $5 million will be for pay.
Who like you owe them boku debt here? Then they pay for lights.
People that they pay for lights,
So the money not enough for the lights, only people they pay for.
That is correct. There are a number of things that we'll get for talk about. The system gets some issues in terms of the efficiency, right? In terms of they waste electricity in some areas. But one of the biggest things that we get for face too is that there's a lot of theft of electricity. We as Sierra Leoneans therefore understand saying where we use electricity, where you pump in, your neighbor use electricity, then therefore pay for electricity. But what we pay, we neighbor them, then they thief electricity. So also then Afriton, they pay 30,000 for months for electricity, then get 2 air conditioner, then get all kind gadgets. You know, not fair on the rest of the citizens, not fair on governments where they struggle for pay all them billions. So the amount of and look, we owe Guinea $5 million because the inability for them we generate enough revenue for pay. People and they will get arrears to EDSA, you know,
including government institutions,
including government
business
institutions.
system.
That is correct.
Mr. Minister, see if people they say the focus more they go to the people rather than them big institutions that we
we go to Allman. I mean, yes, the big institutions where they use a lot of power, where they thief power, we go after them. You know, the EDSA don't start up a program for revenue enhancement, and they go around, then they go check businesses and meters them, make sure say the meter they register because some man they're waiting and they do. Then get 2 or 3 wire where they pass. Now one number they go to the meter. Then the rest now on a direct connection. So then they go do
But not only your man themselves do that work because we don't go sabi for pass cable if not only
it is very possible. It is very possible. And yeah, it's very possible.
Mr. Minister.
Say that again.
So say if somebody go pass cable, we're not mindful of say you know your work.
That is correct. It is very possible. So in the electrical industry, whether it's EDSA or EGTC or other electricians, they get cooked people in there. But the crook people are also hired by crooked Sierra Leoneans. Okay, the man not the grab go do crook just because he feel for.
I agree.
Now the people that when they hire them.
But you said not get things, so you get crook workers then?
That is all in there. That is all in there. But not to all man. I want to tell you, say the institution the way they run, there are a lot of people who are committed as professionals, who are committed as Sierra Leoneans. And this now, for me, this thing are a patriotic issue. We therefore understand saying we as Sierra Leoneans, nobody can save it. Yesterday I go a meeting where World Bank hold now, Ministry of Finance, when they talk about the next grant facility we get for cancer loan. The matter of the fact is the money we able get from other institutions, from grant institutions, it don't done. We only have, I think, less than 100 million for the next 5 years, which is nothing. So we as Sierra Leoneans therefore invest in research and make sure that people can come and invest in Sierra Leone. Because when we the thief like so, they show good, so we get a system where we go welcome industry, we go welcome new people we need power for generate new jobs. So we need to make sure that this system is working. And we're also, apart from the fact say we go around and increase revenue and change meters and all that, we also work with an institution, we go come, can do a concession on EDSA and change this narrative. So we don't do. I mean, 65 years after independence, we should be in a much better place.
At some point, to see an engagement with the Judiciary of Salon for beginning to try people with the thief light. How far move they don't go?
We begin that day. It was a fast track court. I think we're still negotiating with the magistrates and with the Chief Justice to establish that. But we have to take one thing at a time right now, because obviously we decide for negotiate the concession, and so when we conclude that, we can now start working with the judiciary to set up the fast track court. We, instead of people that go clog up the system, when they catch person, they will immediately charge them to the fast track court, and then fine or jail.
Yeah, I want to hold you with the last statement you make that
Mhm.
you don't do 65 years. I agree with you. It really sad though. In this 21st century, we light car you get for your people in the Allah.
Indeed.
I can't imagine we foreign national go the work I go feel like now that thing don't happen.
Mhm.
In this day where light for some countries there, in fact, it's abnormal for make light go. So how long we go there in this? Because again, some as soon as issue that president, there was this social media, for many
Indeed.
people, they make her like a comedy something about in fact, no one not issued in that press release. They already the blackout done day, na like where una just they can't add to waiting already day. So are we heading for the worst? Way at least when this boom are already there. So the blackout they come up as Mr. Minister.
No,
or
I think.
get to wanna go like subsidize.
Oh no. So waiting unfortunately the press release not explain them properly. Waiting there for happen. Yes, Bumuna is going to go down. In fact, we when I get the press release, I said 12 days is too long. We cannot afford for Bumuna to be down for 12 days. So we negotiate with them. We don't tell them say, "When I increase the workers, when I increase," because if you pay them for 12 days, because waiting around do the one go begin work 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock, all man go sleep. No, we have to change the mentality there. We have to work them in shift around the clock, and then increase the productivity. Because waiting, and the same work when they do, I don't do 12 days, or I do 5 days. So we don't tell them say they get for done that thing as quickly as possible, make it short and impactful, and let the system come back on within 5 days. So now we don't tell them for it.
Okay, the transmission lines also another challenge.
Yes.
Because again, sometimes the energy go there, but then system and they also know they work. It's a bit a challenge. You get the project.
No, so
to address the lines them.
So
as again, some of them projects already on the pipeline.
Because some lines are not
all, yeah.
Yes, so in Freetown, for example, I think we are quite lucky in that the entire Freetown network over the last 5 years, they don't change them. So the number of substations don't increase, and then the lines, the major lines, that 33 kV lines. First time Freetown network been work on 11 kV. So the 11 kV line right now, that the old network, although they don't add Panam, but in terms of the substation to substation, generation plant to substation, we use a new 33 kV line where they connect around the city. So in fact, the Freetown network is quite improved. And so right now it's a matter of adequate generation we work on, as I've explained, the two projects that we're going for CAM in the near future.
All right, continue, Mr. Minister.
We have a lot to discuss. If I don't begin to touch on some of the issues, the aspect of revenue and knowledge and sustainability, because again, Mr. Minister, light is very important in this time. Everything. There are mobile phones and how people they use. You can't afford exactly,
No, I understand.
Yeah, we come back to continue for the three. In a civil grant, Minister of Energy, they move on out one of the headline story that's telling us for we President Julius Maada building the waiting people and say one of the biggest flour mill for many people in this West African sub-region, where they say it worth over millions of dollars. We can't talk to them for say after that pull the waiting done they happen. We get the sales and marketing manager for Sierra Leone flour mill, when Abdullahi Lamajano. Good morning, Mr. Jalo. Welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning. Thank you.
And congratulations to the event, sir.
Thank you.
So we'll talk around what it mean for una wouldn't get this vision for still this thing can to finally them pull this kind of waiting salon people is still considered as one of the biggest flour mill in West Africa.
Thank you very much. Of course, it was like a dream come true, and a wonderful day.
Talk loud.
A wonderful day and a remarkable day, and especially when this day was honored by no less a person than His Excellency the President himself and Excellency the First Lady and other ministers. So now like a dream come true for we overjoyed and happy for this. Let me witness this kind of.
Okay, this the Punado now of this flour mill. What's the impact with Sierra Leoneans who can feel as compared to how it be there?
Yeah, the impact they will lie more on the availability or the sufficiency of the flour itself. As if I can go back a little bit in history, we get a flour mill, but na been the white man been the controller, and then we get them. We been the call during that time in the 60s. We dey call them Seaworld West Africa, and Seaworld West Africa was purely, owned by the international, foreign investors, the Americans. So even they operate day before the war, but during this time where even they operate, it be very difficult for people then, especially we CEO, the proprietor, we embark on building this new factory. So him being a baker, and also in Dadina a baker, we get a bakery. So then they go buy this flour and flour mill, this Seaworld West Africa, Kleintown.
Mhm.
And during that time, if you not a strong customer, big buyer, you not able to get them. First, you go through some of them customers they are, and it can take some people that like them, low scale bakers them. It can take them like days, if not week, for let them get a few bags only of flour, weighing like 5 bags or something like that. And this Mr. So, Alhaji Jude So, he na one of the people that will be the witness that, because if Papa be the send and they go by. So if they go there, sit down 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, they watch. So he go on. I mean, this na a history. SSF it developed until it become, a sole distributor of the Seaworld West Africa itself. It become, because I know we go through all the history, so it become the biggest distributor. So even developed this idea of, solving this problem, because every now and then with the flour problem, shortage in the market, or the prices then they up. So this will not be a vision for say, it has to do something about this. So what he start with first, now for get the old mill in the way this na Seaworld West Africa. And that old mill day, it will get some challenges in terms of, because if it stopped during the war, then it can open 2016, if my memory serves me well. So by the time in Bayam, it take over. And when it take over, it embark on improving it. Check the parts then we be not above, waiting for change, waiting for change. So it embark on that, because the capacity, or the power of the mill that time they for produce, it not be the key dividends to what everybody expect, because flour scarce. Of course, importers also bring flour, but the flour mill waiting even they contribute to the market, it been very minimal. So we begin embark on improving first the old one, even change the conveyor belt where we did it, where the one where they stock the wheat, where they can the raw material for the flour from the ship to the factory. So now so you go to, they say, look, the best thing here now to think about making another new mill, completely new mill. So you go about that until you succeed. So the history too long. I'm not going to take one through everything. Till we don't reach this point today, the old mill they produce around 150 metric ton per day. And when I say a metric ton is for 20 bags of 50 kg live flour. So now it don't go about this building this new factory until it don't come to existence, it don't become a reality, and we all witness them where His Excellency go inaugurate them. Now we don't build a factory where it get the capacity of producing up to 600 metric ton per day, and other rooms are there. The way the factory is built, rooms are there also for expansion. So at the current time, we produce around 6,000 bags every day.
Currently.
Yeah,
Okay.
currently.
Mhm.
The light flower I'm talking about. And since after, of course, we've been don't get we market customer base, the flower with the book. So we dey expect say after the launching of this new mill, we will begin to now expand the production capacity. Yes, I mean the flower they go, but the speed where they go, we want to go more than that because this na factory, this one yeah, we get the capacity of producing what is even more than enough for our country. Maybe the potentiality also for go sell them or take them to other countries like Liberia, Guinea, Mali, and so.
Okay, so after you launching full operations, don't start now.
Yeah, operations don't start. We did 24-hour. We produce 24-hour. Both meals. The one and the old one and the new one.
So how on around this the like on around begin they produce how support on they come in terms of helping for the owner to be able to achieve what you wanna build a particular meal.
Definitely customers talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, well, this is the main one of the main reasons we could cut to the. Of course, we've been doing a lot of publicity, all the radio stations that they come, but we think say because although Life Flower is a household name in this country since in the 60s, they've been done they go they come at a time they dormant, they grab back, you know. This time we want lady people then be rest assured that those days have gone. I mean, for say times of full flower shortage or increase in prices, you know, the kind thing happen because na imported one. Now we get the flower, we make an aya. So we want let the message go reach to each and every baker or each and everybody when they deal with flour.
What about them bakery the way they upline? How una they do for them?
We
We something they also need on our products.
Of course, they are part of our customers. You know, we dey work with them, and also we dey work with them through also the National Bakers Union, where you get the membership of all the bakers in this country. We're talking about thousands of bakers. So, and having been in the market for ages, and we boss also have been done in this sector for quite a long time because we get the love for the flower. So we've been done the get customer base, and the flower, like I said, the life flower na name where everybody know. Now the challenge is the number way they come because the exchange of the ownership of the old mill when I'm in Seaboard until they can end up to Mr. Saw. You know, now it don't upgrade that one day, they don't build another new one. So the flower don't they now sufficient. So they encourage the people then. Of course, when they reach them, when they reach them out, we get them contact basis, and we get points of selling points and representative and depots all over the country, starting from the capital city.
So any success somebody go with the upline, they will forget them that's it.
Definitely.
So what talk around what it mean for doing kind of investments now, Sam? What it mean for Mr. Saul?
Mr. Saw, of course, Naman is this one. He get love for the people. In fact, na philanthropist. And this is well known inside the whole country. Not to just span the business sector. I mean, it help a lot of people in this country. Yeah. It pay for students them hundreds. I think say una go attest to that, you know. And it help we do not, you know, some people and they God make it naturally for say he like for do good. This is not one of the kind of people where you know they think twice if he see somebody where they in need. So it mean a lot to them. Now, for prove in patriotism to a country, the money where God give him, and make God continue for him. You don't think of taking this money and go and invest it out of Sierra Leone. Because this is now one big investment. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars. So he say he prefer because Naya he born, Naya he man, and he start with this bread business. You know, he became bakery, you know, and he get in other business. When BSB, sometimes we know BSB. BSB means simply Brass Street Bakery. I mean, if we know that, if we go, you know that Brass Street where they by Dan Street and that. I think that's small tiny bakery, but because of the love we get, it still continue for calling the factory that name is. Yeah, so na person we already back. Not of us say they don't stop or you ready for go the extra mile or do anything we go alleviate, I mean, the suffering of the citizen.
Okay, continue for the return. We'll go back to Mr. Minister.
So, Minister, now we look at revenue generation. Of course, this time we say it's a possibility for the able for change some certain aspects. Now, it's we can for
Privatization.
fine for see how best now be able for generate more revenue. How now they move towards that like
So we work on two fronts. We ELSA being institute a revenue enhancement drive. We then hire a private individual, private company, or go around to all the lists of people that we owe. Because at the time when thing they start, when you look the list, including government, of course, not to just businesses and individuals, mostly businesses as well as government institutions, the amount of revenue owed was about like $30 million. So they don't make quite a dent in that. In that, and go to their institutions here and find out why they know they pay. And in a lot of instances, they make payments plan with them for the revenue come back into the system. One of the things with the revenue also is that a number of people, when you say revenue enhancement, the people that want to pay, they don't conduct free pilots in the Freetown network to understand the nature of the metering, to understand the nature of the network itself. So one of the things that has to do with revenue enhancement, not to just not say people in the pay, now the efficiency of the system. And within a pilot project here, you have to find out is that because some of the system, apart from the distribution network where I say then just below, at a level below that, when you come to the transformer that you want to see, the network transformers, a lot of them are old, and a lot of them, unfortunately, they're not balancing. Part of the issue with engineering and electricity, if you not balance the transformer in terms of the infeeds and the outfeeds, and you only put a number of cables on one leg of the transformer, it dey overheat, it dey overload. Now that can bring that on and off. So lots of side and day, either the transformer don't old or the transformer unbalanced. So they're going around now trying transformer by transformer, street by street, fixing those issues that are making the system inefficient. So it's a work in progress with the API. But the need for and then we accelerate them the moment the concessionaire come on board. We now will take responsibility over the system.
Okay, Mr. Minister, before we take a break, I want to talk around this privatization vision we might get from EDSA. How the government they manage that? Because we all know, say, even with previous attempts by government to privatize government institutions, sometimes they can boomerang.
Yes.
Be it to get to do with the assets or all this in the how now also they look at make one all like get a backlash at the end of the day.
So I want people to understand say this privatization did not happen before. There was an attempt by government probably about 10 years ago for institute what they call a management contract. I mean, do tender out. We a company been coming, we been bring a number of managers for help increase efficiency and help increase the productivity of ETA. But that did not work out so well. So we don't learn lesson from that, in that the people that we come, they don't mean get what thing I can say, they don't put money into the system. So what thing will they do now? The new prioritization will they do? That person is for coming enough money for able for also put in money and change the system. And right now I think better than 10 years ago, we now understand what the makeup of the ELSA system is, what needs to happen, what needs to be done for make this year so efficient. So, and the company we negotiate with gets 25 years of experience in managing a utility. The utility we them manage was in, if not the same, even worse situation than we ELSA right now. So we believe that when they come, then we will institute a number of reforms where we will change the system for the better.
They continue for the to Mr. Minister. Civil Grant, Minister of Energy, don't talk a lot around the energy station and the country. We'll take few commercials and when we join the studio and get few commercial, they come back, we'll look at other issues in this morning.
Aissatou, Aissatou, abi a kan catch me. Listen, I can't catch me no. You can't be a woman. Can't catch me no. Mommy, they tire for see them picking them here, they play all time. Like they not get nothing for do.
Mama, yeah, how for do?
My young boy picking self be they play all time. But now, it look better small.
So what you do when it change?
And make it begin use learning passport for study.
Waiting at this learning passport.
Well, Learning Passport now one app where the Ministry of Basic Education with support from UNICEF don't come with, and it gets past question and answer where they make them easy for we picking them for study and pass exams. Look, now the Learning Passport me before they use for study and it a try small.
Well, this na big opportunity for we picking them. Me self go try get this learning passport after that me Bobo go get all the past exam questions and answer them way in need.
Go to Google Play Store now and download the MBSSE Learning Passport for free. You know they pay anything.
Mama, Papa, let we help we picking them forget the learning passport app. By this, we go help for prepare them well for the exams. Use the learning passport app today and pass the exam tomorrow.
This message comes from the Ministry of Basic Education with support from UNICEF.
Education na free, na free. Send you picking go, mama.
Bloomberg digital banking don't come for free.
Aissatou, you look stressed so.
Nah, banker they run bosso.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abule fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom anytime in the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow. As from today, call me Aissatou Bloomberg Digital.
Aha! Aissatou Bloomberg Digital.
Yes, na me name. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Bingo! Waiting you dey wait for. Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website bloombankafrica.com.
No left piano, cause Bloomberg Digital they make you bank.
With Colats, Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
Welcome back to the program on Kofi Digital Live on SNBC 99.9 update on to regional stations. You came back to the program as we tell you now. You will send a comment on the Facebook page, SLBC Radio 99.9 FM. We still get the Minister of Energy. You can ask a question in relation to the light situation at the country and we'll be in a position to actually answer. But we'll take a break from and we'll move on to another issue this morning. We'll look at, Girls Parliament, which is in the option for that to get Abdullah Raymond Kamara. Good morning, Raymond. Welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning.
So tell me what's in on the up to because we almost say the Girls Parliament and the push for for give strength to girl picking them. So what's in already on again on that table?
All right. First, I want to say thanks to the management of SNBC for creating the platform so that the voices of girl picking them always be felt in all the corner of the nation. This is now organization to look on the rights of picking them and build them so that they will be part of decision making from the party quota. We need for get an aspect for get a foundation. And one of the key things we the country we want to lack at the foundation building. So if we want to get more women in bigger positions, more women in other institutions, the foundation therefore be felt through the young people when they come up. So we're able to build a mindset and we're able to be part of decision making and be part of even for influence from certain areas then. So we not only stop them, what we decide is not every time no more we will create a space for elder people that no more they can say they can give award to women, no, say no. let's work this narrative off. What we decide, we say we dey bring up a system which side we dey introduce an award strategy, which side we dey award pikin dem. We dey work very hard towards community service, even the educational performance in school and so on. So we dey bring up a national golden achievement award, most 50 influential girl child activist of the year. So normally how we do, we go about to go schools, we able for we able for do a statistics of their performance, and also the community service delivery, where they normally can put up in the communities, and also even the environment where they defend themselves. So we decide say well we dey give out 50 awards then to young people then, and this award we go about to select various speaking in all the 16 districts, including the Western here, where the national body and situation and where we did currently. So this now the events where they come up with, we say with the award most 50 influential girl picking, and also we not stop them. We say we also they tell thank to the one day we always they push them picking there, we them picking there can always they inspire from there, we them can be as mentors. So we say also we they give extra 25 awards to extra people them. We don't work very hard towards picking contribution, towards contributing the lives of picking them for build their mindset so that they go be part of decision making. So all in all, we they bring up this program June 20 now the Binti Money Conference Hall, and they will organize this award and red carpet event.
Alright, so them girl picking there, of course, is it now at this initial stage and just wait on a target on
No,
about
it's a 16 districts, it's nationwide. They say
okay.
Go Advocacy Network for Girls and National Golden Achievement Award.
So we get boku girl picking them across the
Yes,
country.
it's
Yeah,
good.
what's in actually the thing that they look for give this awards there.
Well, when they look on community delivering, what you done they perform in your community as a girl child, how you done they galvanize young colleagues then towards bringing them up, for teach them certain thing them so that they be able to abstain from certain thing the way they bring them down. Also, when they look on academic performance, sometimes if you check the history of since when this government take over, you find out say a national performance in terms of exams. Women they don't got people they don't come first in all costs, from 2019 when that became begin for campus up to date. We know they get any man and almost the top three, you go fence, you go most say 2 pound then when a girl picking and go day part of. So why we not go give them picking there this praises? Why we not for give them the kind of thing where they deserve? So not only also the academic, also they look on the environment, like what thing they can bring at the table, just look on the Child Rights Act review, the Jordan review. You also the finance say we play a greater role for CC. The Child Rights Act is a review, and currently with the try also for CC, we go at the district levels for try for sensitize and try for build the mindset of the young people there. So like we know they always support them in terms of it, and also we also want for CC normally when they can make awards, if the finance say orange, other company there like banks then they can sign them people like for be ambassadors.
Yeah.
We also they call after this award, we also they call on them institution there for sign partnership with the young people there, make them get that platform, even in the various areas so that they go serve as ambassador for send the message out so that we also want for be felt in those offices, legal people and be felt in those offices so that what thing they happen we will come now the public and tell them say now so that happen at these various ministry and now so we need for work on. So now it make we bring this initiative for CC picking them voice will be felt, picking them will be felt in all areas. They don't tell you to take decision for we. It's high time we come out from the back door. Now we can now like when we sit down, so we able for the part of decision making. So we will also influence law. And one of the key things is so this award will create a platform for CC. Maybe the next government and any other one, or maybe President Bio will create a platform. Like if you go to Canada or other area, you find out that there is a text created na state house
even parliament for still say pikin dem get a voice within the confine of decision making. So now it make we dey bring all anything they have for still say government and other stakeholders dem wey dey fight towards the right of pikin dem go be felt. So this award really get for bring great impact in the nation.
Okay, so beside you mentioned three aspects. You say community, service, academic, and environment. The academic side, so now they take account of, for example, MPSC would account for Becken, and then kind of that they not identify or not identify them. Not to see somebody get for like entry or somebody get for
No,
like,
we
selected.
award we not get like NT. You understand?
So now only they
We
choose.
no, we get like a committee set up,
Okay.
and that committee we firstly before we come to this award, we go to and statistics layout. We meet with various institutions there for able for giving the academic performance. Like we also write to various institutions for CC. We know the academic performance of them picking there. We're able for track how do they perform. Not only sometimes you can perform in national exams, but the thing will make you for become a professional girl so that you will become a role model. They new, you understand? We also they look on you community
Okay, you
layout.
personal
Yeah, your
aspect,
personal aspect,
Yes.
all anything and they will church on. Because we're not going to give an award at the ending of this award. Now, for example, like I just mentioned, companies there or other institutions, maybe they go one for partner and say, well, we want to sign this speaking for me serve as an ambassador for the next 1 year. Then you moral ethics, no go able for speak loud to you award. So we also want to put this something where at the end of the next 10-15 years, the minister will see there will go one forget an energy minister when a female. And we know say we go able because the kind of picking the way they come up currently. Now picking the way get passionate towards the nation.
Now the first time this one they do this.
This is the first the entire Africa said now we are the first organization for think of this initiative. Because CC will bring them picking the year together. And we don't write to various offices and even we want for CC the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone for honor and I please I really anybody will able for get this for make the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone honor this invitation.
Am I sending invitation to her?
Sure.
For serve as waiting.
Again will be
for serve as the keynote speaker.
Yes, and also hand over the award they are to them picking the
Alright.
so that many picking them feel say yes, we not just perform well now we committee, but the nation feel we say yes, with contribution towards society has been felt.
Thank you so much,
Continue
Continue for the
we now we come to for the college Muslim Jamaat, of course, inside the period for the college Muslim Jamaat, when they want a project, we now for build a mosque. Because at some points the mosque will be they accommodate the growing number of students within our Fabi college throughout the period. The Jamaat we don't they undergo such venture, but for now we know how we get the public relations officer for Fabi College Muslim Jamaat, when Amadou Boyiba. Good morning, Mr. Ban. Welcome to Morning Coffee.
Good morning, Mr. Simi.
All right. So first of all, tell me how far una don't move, being that una don't get hands-on currently on this particular reconstruction project.
Thank you very much. For start with, the Fabi College Muslim Jamaat come up with this project when for reconstruct the masjid. We not only come with the idea for reconstruct the masjid just because we want to, and because we see say there is need for it we do them, and if we not do them at this time, it will cause problem because the old structure will be there. If it don't stand for more than 3 decades, it was built around maybe around the late 1980s. By then the Imam was this famous Sheikh who Dr. Ibrahim Saleh Kamara. So that had been the first Imam. So after the structure done there for like 3 decades, it undergo structural deformation. So we see and say safe again for students. And also the other concern why make we see say we reconstruct the masjid now so that it go accommodate all Muslim students, lecturers, the whole Muslim community on campus. So the previous masjid will be just demolished in 2024. It will they take more than 1,000 worshippers. So we don't dey see, the new intake them into the university, they get thousands of students, and majority of them students say they are Muslims. So then they pray some side we not safe. And also the Muslim Jamaat, the mosques not the only place where you go come, you say that for pray no more. The Jamaat the mosques they for serve as, this spiritual uplifting for students and lecturers. So we can do counseling sessions, we can organize program them for empower students then. So that's being said, the history of the demolition in not just council, we don't start way back from 2019, where we get one construction firm from, by the name of Badia, then we proposed for construct the masjid. By then, but some internal issues happened and happened. So in late 2022, the executive of the Jama still thought and fit say, no, you know what thing? This the masjid is very risky. So if we continue with this, we need for find way so that we will do one for ourselves. That's why, from then that the Jama the champion the construction project. So like we get phases. The demolition are one. We don't already do demolition in 2024. We currently we dey use one palm body mocks around the middle steps, and that they not enough, enough safe for worshippers, because talking about like the dry season, it very hot. Some people like can get attacked. Somebody suffocate. So we want to build that kind of structure we will accommodate this new structure. We want to build. We will accommodate more than 4,000 worshippers.
So how far the project is now? Because I remember I don't do a lot of interview on with this relation to this mosque. So many people really think say like for don't done. What are the challenge?
Yeah, so the challenge here is one of the biggest challenges now that the term of office of the executive body just one term. Now students led of committee.
Yeah.
So it would difficult for when somebody come, you get different agenda, but if we don't start this thing here, so we don't let us see this 9 years will be the main focus of the Jama for now, for the next 5 or 6 years. Any executive now will come, that one they didn't get for embark on. So right now we don't do demolition, we don't do site clearing, we start June the site clearing, and we done December 2025. And right now the place is the place is ready for works. So on Sunday, this Sunday when they come, we official turning of the sword, where we want for reach out to to everybody in our salon. We now where you want for give, where you want for spend in yourself, because it's not sadaka to Jaria. Say in Islam, Allah tell we say inside the Quran, he say the mosques now the people that we believe in Allah no more. Now then go come, now then go take care of them.
Yeah.
So individually, one good person can do a yes, we can get lead sponsor, but we reach out to everybody where we know say himself, he want to be part of this sadaka to Jariya, himself one goodness for himself, the opportunity.
But people not go through that Jama deal with and now places of high places. Then people in this will not reach out to them.
Yes, we don't
lecturers and they way in Muslims.
Of course, yes. We don't reach out to many, the alumni. We don't call them. We don't invite. But this now fine opportunity for invite, people that we know we go want for be part of the the good work, inshallah. So on Sunday we get forget we turn off the sword 10 o'clock in the morning. You get for happen at the whole building, and on that day we get for lay the first block of the construction of the new FBC Masjid. This now a structure we know to only for pray. You get forget library. You understand? You get forget many other facilities. So
at which stage are they currently?
At this stage right now we come into the phase of the foundation.
Okay, so I'm not even begin put one block 8 there.
Yeah, because the terrain inside the mosque, the old masjid, now place we get to work there. You understand? So for do the site clearing is very difficult. You understand? It took us more than 6 months. Start way back late May or June 2025 till December. It not be easy for clear that place. And also the other challenge that the finance, This are student-led organization. Yeah. So now when we don't do fundraising, we don't reach out to people and we come, we say, okay, let me execute this. So now that.
Okay, continue for the sense of that.
All right, so we now the look also the National Secondary School Brass Band Association. I said on the work over the years. But first of all, let me give you a background. We get Kenneth Williams. We an active member and also on the chairman for that particular band association. Then how not on the carry and first of all, give me a background how the national organization they about.
Okay, good morning.
Talk loud, sir, please.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm Kenneth Williams, the chairman of National Secondary School Brass Association. The National Association we opened from early 2000. It's over 23 years now. The association is about brass band music. But most people in Key still we know more on the streets, they play band for Thanksgiving and etc. NGOs program and church, then but most people can take her like say we so idle or we don't get nothing for it. But a brass band music you get various personalities inside it. You get ministers, you get secretaries, you get accountants, lawyers, different professionalities inside National Secondary School Brass Band. And if you look inside Salon, now one of the tradition I would say will not ever fade and will not get forever fade. One of the tradition because every school must match. Every parent must be watching bikini match.
Yeah.
And it not always stop to playing band and the state. The National Secondary School Brass Band they make various activities then. Just forget the entire brass band circle together, where we can make a service annually, a workshop for educate members about music, etc. Carnival for like keep the family going, outing, can make ballet as well, can make sports, walk race, walking for exercise. So most people get ask say how bad man they go make ballet, we know them play music. But that they all have to keep the organization going.
All right, so currently we understand say you're gonna get some engagement and activities then we for come. Tell me small about the engagements then.
Yes, we just get the outing we just passed this Saturday. We can separate them, we can give them a space so we can create the activities. But this year we get so much disappointment on venues. So the all of us can pile together. For example, this Saturday we get a sport. Now it's fun sports now Prince of Wales at 12 noon for all the bands then. The next Saturday we get the ballet where they start. We all the bands again for take part. We can keep it going through the off season because what we call it off season, like with the last big school match.
Yes.
So that period of, for example, now comment don't come up from December, now the match is time May. So now we take as a comment at the last big school in the match. So take academy and now they begin play back now the on season. So for keep we going, more people they meet and bond. So get this ballet go create way every Saturdays because we can't play inside the week, people will go walk. So for keep going every Saturdays we get game. The last time will be a gala because much band will not take part, but this week we get a large scale of bands that will take part and again for before.
Can I tell on a band association how big it is because we know say band association they even they tell out of Freetown Church how much you manage their membership there.
Well, it's not so easy tax. If you say anybody will one band in one office because you meet various people that we you said some do say you with team, some do you with team, some do we already comport. But we did try because we get this association, I'm gonna create this association for foster peace and bring people together to educate people because you get some band, not that 100%, you get some average, you get some way already get the platform. So like the association, it's not easy. Forget all the bands around the country for man them. But we get a council called by Leaders Council, when are the leaders they will work with. Because we can't work with all the individuals, they will get a constitution, like the organization, the national band, where they guide the bands then the individual bands they get constitution, where they guide the individuals. So by so doing we can try our best for see that band move and they
how many of them band make up this NASA?
For now we get 45 bands.
when are schools, just
Schools
purely
bands,
schools.
secondary school bands.
So private band, because we also see people now they get their own band where once you get bad day or individual like yeah, is it part of this or by one consider you know they take care of schools?
No, this is National Secondary School Brass
Okay, so
No, we need.
so it mandatory for make a secondary school join una or na at will?
Yes, yes, mandatory, and at the same time, unless they're willing, because first thing
What are the
is
benefits if a band na school band like one join una?
there are a lot of benefits. Like for example, the workshop alone, a benefit to get like for example, the organization they make a paid program, a free program. When they make just paid program pile, oh get one paid program, get one free program, get one paid program free. So like the workshop alone, now it benefits to people. Even the football, the ballet, lots of people play the tables, and it benefits for you for come born and dine and get fun. You see, we get the sports all now free, all now the work as well, all now free. So there are lots of benefits, and we get a dinner award coming. All the plan for give bands and instrument, literatures, etc. But continuing in a place for bands.
All right, more talk around then. While Suna focus on the aspect of social, but again, people they're glad so many schools now they attend for get band. But sometimes the quality of what they perform is another question. How on self they talk on around it because for many people there's this debate saying that the old band they really still maintain the new ones they just a kind of nobody really perform well. So then they even hire them for go, perform like people in Thanksgiving, but at the end of the day, people know they really enjoy what they perform. So
It's
how
like
is
now the
organized?
old schools and
Yeah,
all
now
must
they
still get-
really sustain them. Yeah. So how will also they focus on that aspect?
Okay, there comes the association work as well. The association form before you ban kind to the association, you get a period of probation. What you do for the period visit and you ban because if you watch some bands, we just open some school bands, then we're not that equipped. Some will go play without them badge cap. Badge cap they had to the way at the age. Some they go play without stockings. Some they go without the uniform, not get the buttons. So all until and then get the association and work. So we being an association, we evaluate the bands them, go to the practices, talk to them, make a series and say this safe for you. Somebody go play band and get if you uniform na blue, you get orange here and again. So all in comportment they did, we try to put it all in place and the association work that. So in the area of numbers as well, because we don't talk and say if person pay you for a service, it expects us 30 man, 40 man, you don't go to 5 man a street. The embarrassment to young bands or to your institution. So we still try for all the bands we do within the association right now, I would say standard.
Okay, there are some bands that we not get enough equipment and instruments and for do the I want to compliment and them also during our programs there.
Well, like I say, we'll get a dinner award, we'll get for help some band with instruments, so much instruments. But every band we play, save and give the players a token. So I think that most bands they save and most bands if you want now the alumni they help them school so much that everyone start the pace. So I would say FSI you can boost the pace. So now if you watch even the past people they help them bands and now forget a quality and brand new instrument while the band again they play and save for purchase instrument them.
Plenty thank you. Continue for with me. Now let me take another guest. We the marketing executive manager now was a bet. We now my two money funny we say then get a World Cup promotion. Good morning, my and welcome to Morning Coffee.
Good morning.
All right, so for just for clarity, these are wonderful like we commercial partners them, so they can explain about this whole thing. People like maybe they see the sign, but they don't know what's in our WhatsApp. So my they can take in time for it.
Okay, so my take with you.
Firstly, more know what's in this WhatsApp first.
Okay, well, good morning and good morning to all the listeners there. Me now the marketing executive plus manager at Wazabet. Wazabet now one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing sports betting casino entertainment platform that's right now. We get sports betting on all sports casino as well and even live shows there. Currently, we get the best odds in the country. We get the best promotions there. And we come for every and all these reunions there. So right now, on the 20th of May. We World Cup promotions. We una done the air for we every day, the end. So if you're out there listening, you only get only 5 days. If you're out there listening, make sure see you go on our website www.waza.sl. Register using the promo code. If you use the promo code SLBC today and tomorrow, you get 5 million free bets. Something we no other person will do. And also, when you register, after you don't get your 5 million free bets, deposit, place any bet above 20 million, and automatically enter the raffle draw for the World Cup promotion. The World Cup promotion, the end on the 20th of May, will get the grand raffle draw on the 20th of May. For every 20 million tickets we play, you get 1 raffle ticket. The more raffle tickets that we get, the more chances that you stand for win. An all expense paid trip for go watch the World Cup in Mexico. All expense, I mean flights, accommodation, food, stadium tickets, pocket money, transportation from airports to hotels, hotels to stadiums, and all of these things.
So how will you go about for this raffle?
Okay, so the raffle draw will be a live show on both national televisions and the social media pages there. All the people that we done the play over the last 2 months, because we don't run this promotion for the last 2 months. Everybody we don't play on spots 20 million and above. For every ticket we play 20 million and above, you get 1 raffle ticket. We accumulate all of these together and do the live draw in front of the 1-0 salon. So everybody will see the transparency and the credibility of this raffle draw. The winner will be announced on the live show.
We see some items that we and then at the table.
Yes, this is not for our listeners there. If you're out there listening on your radio or you're looking at us via Facebook, Waza gets giveaways for you. I get 5 questions there and then 5 items then I answer. So we'll get to Waza football and I answer. We sell your jerseys. Might just open our so whether they watch we will see. These are authentic jerseys, top quality and all. And also this is the other variation of the stereo jersey. This is the other variation of it. These are some of our promotional items there. So, and this now sling bag. So with Waza, even when you lost, you win. So even if you're betting with us and then you ticket the cuts before, outside of we numerous promotions there, like we bet insurance, where if you put 10 team, 9 grab, the 1 team will cost the ticket, you still they get a percentage of your stake where you put. If you lost your tickets totally, you get something what we call the Waza coins. You accumulate 10 Waza coin, you get an opportunity for spinning the Waza wheel. These are the items on the Waza wheel.
Somebody go to watch, you say, how me go get that item? Somebody where they watch the program live.
Okay, so for today, how you want, if you're looking at the program live and then or listening by radio, I got a couple of questions then I ask you. If you answer the questions then correctly by the Facebook comment section or the text line, you stand a chance for winning any of the items they ask you.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I can go ahead. Should I go ahead?
Yes, sir. So what you do? I guess in English, not right because but try for read and bank, take your time for leaders. Yeah, maybe post it. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
So if you're answering the question on the radio or text line or Facebook, make sure say you don't register at Waza. Go www.waza.sl, register using the promo code SLBC because when you answer the question or for claim you price, you get for provide you Waza ID.
Okay.
So for the first question, which club team don't win the most Premier League titles there?
Over and back.
Which club team don't win the most Premier League title then? 2. Which country win the 2022 FIFA World Cup? I see somebody they shaking their head, and then you know the answer.
Sometimes because it's a football people. Sometimes na football. Sometimes they will fail because I don't see me co-presenter. In fact, one of the sports people. Why is that?
So 3. Who that's not the all-time top goal scorer na FIFA World Cup history?
Go over that question again.
Who that's not the all-time top goal scorer na FIFA World Cup history? 4. Which English club with their stadium na Anfield? With their home stadium na Anfield.
Somebody go ask why na Anfield no more? Where other clubs and get their own stadium there. Alright, continue, sir.
And 5. Which country hosts the 2010 FIFA World Cup?
Continue, sir.
5. Which country hosts the 2010 FIFA World Cup?
All right. So
Alright.
so my don't taking time for explain. So for you when they listen through with Facebook or even the text lines, they go 34100 333. It don't tell you the requirements or make you get the prize. So with Facebook man with Abubakar the monitor, something likely somebody go answer, but you forget what it.
The WhatsApp ID.
So the WhatsApp ID, yeah.
And then if you're listening, you know it will go through the step process for register, which is very simple by the way. You need extra help. Call line 787. It's free on all network and 24-hour available. So call line 787 if you need help registering.
Okay.
But make sure say you go www.was.sl, register using the promo code SLBC, claim you 5 minutes free bets.
Okay, so we'll talk around how attractive young people then they with this sort of product aside other
Okay, so
people
we
into the
are
market.
we count for everybody, but then the young crowd, the first phone betters are the people that will try for appeal to 18 years to 35 years primarily. As long as you're above 18 years, we all know how the pop culture in Asama right now.
Yeah.
So most of our ambassadors are pop culture heroes. We get Musa Tumbo as one of the ambassadors.
Oh, Musa Tumbo an ambassador?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We get Bakiteno. We get Aminish, the first runner up from the housemates.
Yeah.
And all of these people, we all know how these people then they attract and vibe with the young population.
Okay. All right, I'll go with them, Mario. They come back to you. Mr. Minister, we'll talk around the other aspect of, don't talk about privatization, don't talk about, the notice. So, you don't even start about, if maybe people are not thinking like a total blackout. Yes, don't they look at the possibility. So, what could be the other options then? While still maintenance, if you don't even say that 12 days for UNA, like the political, it's too much, maybe they're squeeze them because I tell you, Mr. Minister, the blackout is really frustrating for some people. That light they enhance in livelihood for many days. So if they get for selling ice or drink, but lights on it's a challenge.
Indeed. So I'm glad you bring up the question, and I want the clarity to the press release and clarity to customers. Then let them understand what things that will happen. So apart from the fact that we'll do this maintenance here over, I don't tell them say 5 days rather than 12 days. Waiting the happen, we'd also talk to Kapa for letting increase the production, they increase the amount of energy within the supply. Right now, we contract with Kapa for during the dry season, then supply 45 megawatts daily. But because Bumuna don't go down, even though for Freetown, 2 megawatts number Bumuna we send, we don't tell Kapa say, yeah, we're going to increase our production, starting from the day where the women they go off to 65.
18 on Monday.
On Monday,
yes,
I think 7 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Increase your production, and the first question we ask them when I get enough fuel, because obviously if they're in the supply at 45 for 30 days, and they're not getting enough fuel for supply 65, no problem. So they confirm with me, so they get enough fuel for run the machines at 65. So they go run the machine at 65 megawatts. The other concern we get, if we run the machine at 65, the money go boku for pay, and most of that money the government will get for cover. But it's for the citizens of Sierra Leone and for the comfort of the citizens of Sierra Leone.
What do you think for look at this car partnership? For many other citizens, I think say it's too much. Too much on the states. Although yes, the state also also give up provide basic social services, including
electricity is not cheaper than any country. I mean, I think unfortunately, CAPA has been not unfortunately, fortunately for us, you get to look at the other way. CAPA has been here long day with me since 2018, and they don't go through quite a number of instances where nothing at pata not in the system. So CAPA, even though it's expensive, the other side of the coin is we know people they know they pay for the power. We institutions they know they pay for power. So CAPA has been there for us for the last almost 10 years now in terms of availability. It is expensive, there's no question about it, but they're providing a service. So CAPA right now, in terms of I don't talk say the boomerang will go down for the maintenance, they will increase production to 65 megawatts. And one thing we get for Appin, that 65 megawatts, the reason most of Freetown East not going to get power is because the way the configuration of the power bin they get 4 transformers in that Kington, where 2 of them may serve the east and 2 of them may serve the west. So during this term now, where CAPA will increase the supply to 65, we will make sure say all that party will serve all 40 transformers. Where that party serve all 40 transformers, then 80% of the network will get electricity in the evening peak. That's what we'll tell them.
Okay, Mr. Minister, we'll just go through some of the messages. This one said, thank you so much for the program this morning. It said, we the Baker Mansion and Moyamba Junction interested how we will get them. All right, Mr. Jalo will explain that. This one say, morning coffee, thank you so much. You say the Friday and final vision, say, God bless you. And I say, I happy forget the Minister of Energy and the studio. Say, Mr. Minister, I say, we say, Moyamba, so the suffer light business. This other one say, it's a frustration day, but this light, you see, Mr. Minister, you say you go now, all man they charge all over the place. Some people now they only enjoy light within dinner their office system. This one say, morning Kofuna, thank you for the program. Plenty, thank you for getting Mr. Grant, a technocrat of long standing. I'm very proud of him. One thing I like about him, the man they even talk like a politician, they talk like a technocrat. So it will lay bare as to waiting exactly what happened. God bless and then kind of minister, yeah, so we need this one thing, Mr. Minister say the frustration, he say don't turn to anger, he say we want light, he say because we don't tire with the book explanation they come from King Solo. This one thing, Mr. Minister, sir, he say we the people in Amayama Junction, he say we get issue with that power Leon electricity. He say no light, he say they need a GUI, he say dear me you see how you go inside and for help. So that one say thank you so much, Mr. Minister. With the citizens themselves will not correct by this light because they connive and tip the light. This one say this press release, Mr. Minister, better we can clarify because then it don't cause more panic because for the last 1 or 2 months people really they suffer for the blackouts in the country. This one say with the people na corner also sometimes we not can get light, only they get light when people hear we say presidents they come or the first lady they come. And that's when they can give you light for some hours. So that one say, Mr. Minister, this city here, even with the population, we don't go light up of the problem. Because that investor way can the city first, and they look at the light situation now the country. Mr. Minister, so many messages for you this morning. But why should they write some of them more to Mr. Jallo? So why should they talk some of the people are now interested? And we'll actually question even before that. So how the meal they cater for out of Twitter?
Okay. First of all, before I answer that question, for the listener statement, I would like for Chief Nayase, with all the work we do for bring this new meal, if the government not being give full support, it not being for be something reality. So we want for take this opportunity, send with deep appreciation we deep appreciation to the government. We help we a lot when we go through or build this new factory in terms of concessions. I mean, like free duty for all the things then we related to building the factory. So I'm not gonna make clear that one escape me for now. And as for the one way they talk about where the Namamba Junction, as we say, we headquarter regions then. I've been done mention, I say we get we depose them around the country. Like I mean, like upline now, we get we get a Kenima. We get a we on depot na Kenima, when number 41, Lambaya Avenue, Kenima, and telephone number there. Then we get also Namakini, we get branch day back also. And I will left me telephone number for anybody we want, because some places are not covered with by our depots, but we get main agents that waiting to buy the flour, waiting to go distribute, waiting to go sell.
Okay, so you left your number?
Yeah. My own number is 076 740 655.
Okay, thank you so much. We want to talk around this ban, Williams. Besides school, any other thing you can cater for, and how be also attracted? Because the private ban for people and things they don't overtake on a small aside, they normally no Thanksgiving.
Well, the private ban, I understand say they get the you for the way they create, but we not get hands there. We focus mainly on the secondary school brass bands in the country for now, and they will focus on.
So now they perform for like besides beyond the school, I'm not getting someone they perform.
No, people and the way they perform, bands and the way they perform for various programs. Because even first day second people for us for girls, offices, church, we have various performance things that we can take.
Okay. So anything the way somebody will benefit for that legal event, any prize, anything?
Yes, we work on already, because normally band league will not keep put any money in a trophy, but this one we look at for try to do something like that, because most people they ask waiting they in the trophy for win, because most times band league now for keep we together, not so for no go fetch like stay with the play in a schoolyard or parade or like stay in a war. So this mainly now for just count the bands mainly together. Offices.
Okay, continue for the yes, Mr. Minister, as we round up on you, we answer some of the many questions that we didn't come.
Thank you. So yes, I see a number of the questions we can. I mean, the highlighting. I know say people are frustrated, and then no more explanation, and I agree with them that side. But I want again emphasize say yes, boom and don't go down, and I want to let them know say the 11 days, 2 weeks wait them and say then we'll do the maintenance for. We don't talk to the engineers then and push them for them cut down to 5 days. In that 5-day period, evening time, peak time, 7 to midnight, we make sure say car power they kind at 65 megawatts. That amount of power they will go distribute to the full transformer then with the King Tom, and then they go make sure say all man 80% of the network will get power. So we don't make contingency plan already for the impact of the Bumbuna maintenance regime, where they happen every year, letting not impact the population so much. In addition to that, what we do is we make the power within our CLS3, we talk to Liberia and to Cote d'Ivoire. Let them send power on the 161 line, then they energize them. That way, the solar plant within a Newton and a Makut, the Makut one about 50 megawatts, and the solar one where they Newton, where they under construction, but don't begin produce. Instead now we will send power to the Freetown network. So now that way they do for make sure say the impact of the Bumbuna over this period, so the 5 days instead of the 11 days, very clear, so that people then will get power. It's very clear, say people are frustrated and more because especially the East, I'll therefore apologize to the people in the East. So the system will get now not able reach all the way. Then Jew side and then man and they not see then families and they not see electricity for the last month or more. And not to just people from all levels of society no longer light for the last 2 months, and we apologize for that. But as soon as the rainstorm begin, we're glad the way they can, making glad the way they can, where the reservoir and Bumbuna begin full back, we go get certainty say by the middle of June going onward, the power will be restored to everybody going forward. I know say the frustration very high, without a doubt. I get family themselves way, not so by willful we they do that day. But when I for no say we work day and night for let this system go better, let's along go better. And we're committed to doing that.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. The Minister of Energy, Steve Grant. We're on the top to we on energy business, the program. As we come to again, we just win Amado Boiba. We are the PO for Fabricable Muslim Jamaat. Boy, tell me how the program therefore look like on Sunday. That the experts waiting and waiting there for happening. We that day we see waiting at the activities that go involved.
All right. So on Sunday, the program we get for expect big dignitaries in the country, big businessmen that we be on the help with, because the people that we first reach out to now people will be the sponsor the program throughout the year. Throughout the years. So we get for expect we mama we na Madam Faria too. This woman don't do a lot for the Jama. We don't the champion, for over 3 years. Now they take care of the Ramadan every day. Iftar Ramadan, we expect people and the one in there, we expect people to come and see. We sent out a lot of invitation letters and we expect many ministers. We don't go through the FBC Muslim Jamaat alumni. So on that day, just a very short program. We have to go through the history of the Jamaat, the purpose, why make we construct this so that people don't go understand why make them support who say at least let who say they put you money, and from there we get for move to the site and we get for do Qibla and for identify the Qibla.
So what are the targets? So it's 2 years completion, 1 year, 5 years? What does one before see?
Yeah, well, based on the design and the engineers, they say this thing we go for do within the period of 3 years, provided the funding they come, but that's gonna be challenge. So if Naimi could play to people and make them come on board and help with so that the Muslim community on campus is they strain, honestly, because that makeshift tool they use, very strain.
Now, people in a crabit and crabit for giving money.
Well, say Islam business, then say there is no compulsion in Islam. They force nobody. So we dey try for talk to people and say, when you give, you get assurance. Prophet tell we say, when you build masjid, na sadaka to Jariah. Allah they build for you. A whole house inside Jannah. So if you build for a whole house inside Jannah, you don't say you don't get assurance in Jannah.
Exactly.
So we want for invite everybody. We not reach out to it, the general population, una come, una help we for make we put up this structure so that we will help the Muslim community for our college and for for shape future leaders.
So finally the
time at 10 a.m. and you get for last probably for like 2 hours, inshallah.
Okay. So my ma come back to you. Talk around there. You don't make this announcement. Anything then on Facebook, you don't answer to the questions. Because again, if they don't answer the questions, it shows say maybe sometimes the card or something. So how not also the input? They have it.
No, they have until tomorrow.
Okay, to answer.
Yes.
So in the event that somebody and how not get them?
I can reach out to Una because they text Una.
Okay.
And then there's also the Facebook. So at the end of tomorrow, we will compare notes.
Okay. All right.
And then we will select the top 5 answers there. And we give the following instruction on how they can do.
How also when we're into betting, the irony from parents and they say this betting now also good for picking them.
So your message, yes, your message is bet responsibly by all means possible. So we only advertise to people that are above the age of 18. Please, to parents there, not only people that will be above the age of 18. One of the messages is play responsibly, bet responsibly.
Thank you so
Know
much.
your limits.
Okay, thank you so much, Chimai. Chimai Foni with the marketing executive and manager and Waza. Bet more take my black wallet.
Yes, sir.
Freedom City Council. Apart from the Bushi, where Sakila Ruben won the Central Party inside Freedom Municipality, position at the area for past town years. So, open the talk and no.
Boy, yeah, for you
Inside the Sakila Ruben Council not attention because they say they get documentation from Ghana Council for encroaching the ground. What's it happening inside Sakila Ruben ground? No, one with me. What you say encroachment? What's the actual put inside the ground? Garage. No, to one building, they went to say a station. They use a station, the police station, they inside the Sakila Ruben ground. You don't know.
Yeah, please, boy, you know.
Something at TV station, a police station, a radio station. That station they inside the radio being going and say all that one day. Don't know coaching to it now. The first one they see the fence now. And if council go fence till they go now, what do you think will happen, boo? If council go fence them and gonna Sakila Ruben run according to law, that the station go inside the road, don't the garage all inside the.
Boy, you don't know.
Say rest in peace. Nobody. With that station, that garage, they will all the kind of noise there. People don't hold it to rest now, say rest in peace. They don't go rest in peace with the kind of noise and they. Council na the water to una for try step am up. Reach na Sakila Ruben gone. Apart from the cleaning, the encroachment inside Sakila Ruben gone. Now we cut the case then up council.
So now with our colleague program will let people today we sense what we say think what you dey talk, not talk what you dey think. Plenty thank you to studio operators and studio operators JRCC as well as DJ Goldfinger and plenty thank you to Abubakar and their demand behind it. Facebook page to continue for following lives. The Facebook page on SLBC Radio 99.9. You can get morning coffee across Sierra Leone and parts of the world. And plenty thank you to the guests and especially the Minister of Energy for explain to the press release video in circulation. Morning coffee will return next week, Monday with Davida and Ibrahim. Get yourself a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and God bless you. Bye bye.